We welcome you to our meaningful meditation for this coming Sunday, which is the first Sunday of May, the fifth Sunday of Easter, as we continue in this season of celebrating Christ's resurrection and what that means to us as we live out as Easter people. So, our text this Sunday is from the Gospel of John, and it's chapter 14. It's a text that often is shared at memorial services about Jesus assuring his disciples that there is a place for them, that he's leaving them, but that they will be reunited, and there's a lot of confusion. And the interesting part of this text, as we look at it on the other side of Easter, is really thinking about what does it mean for us as disciples of Christ to trust in these words that Jesus talks to us about being always following his example of truth and life and how we can best live that out. And it's really, I think, I'm calling this kind of the in-between space when we think about going from that adolescent time into adulthood. And that's very much what the disciples were looking at, as well as what we look at as we continue on our path of faith. When we have questions or doubts, wondering whether we have the strength within us to continue in life when there are difficult times for us. So it's an interesting text that has many messages for us about the kind of Christ that we worship, and often we kind of put Christ in this box of limiting Christ's abilities rather than thinking about all of the possibilities with him in our life and how we can best live out his call to us to be people of love and affirmation rather than judgment and kind of being more exclusive, which is not what Christ intends for us to be as the church. So, lots to unpack there as we continue in this season of Easter. We are excited to also be celebrating this Sunday the Lord's Supper, as we'll have that sacrament. And then after the service at our coffee time, we have a group here at University Press called the Knitwits, and they do a lot of knitting and crocheting and quilting, just wonderful ministries through many years that they have helped our community with the different things that they make. And so this Sunday, they'll kind of have a show and tell. They'll be on display so you can see all the wonderful things that they do to encourage those in our community. And if you're interested in joining them, learning more about how you could plug in and be a part of this important mission group here at UPC. So that's all happening this Sunday. And then the next Sunday on the 14th, which is Mother's Day. We will be celebrating that with our notorious Muffins for Mom. After the service, we'll also have 2 baptisms that morning, so that will be a great time of celebration. And then looking ahead that week on that Thursday, the 18th, our Go Sing, our children's choir, community choir, will have a concert in the sanctuary at 7 o'clock. And then that Saturday, which is the 20th, we will have our kind of cleanup day here around the campus. And so I encourage you to help us out if you can on that day on May 20th. So those are things happening in the month of May. And we look forward to seeing you this Sunday at 10 a.m. in our sanctuary for our service, or as always, you can join us for our live stream. So thanks for your time and attention, and joy for your journey as you continue on your path of faith. Amen.